We have our first look at actual footage of the Owl House Season 3, thanks to a commercial for Disney's 2022 Halloween season. Which, side note, as someone who barely watches cable nowadays, let alone childhood channels like Disney, I gotta say, the little Calling All the Monsters tune slaps. Glad to see there's a bop for the new generation. But without further ado, we have details to overthink and fits to roast, so let's dive in. This clip is pretty straightforward, consisting of only one shot and appearing for only a few seconds within a montage promoting numerous shows and movies airing throughout the month. But this was all the fanbase needed to get hype, as it pretty much sent Owl House Twitter into a frenzy, causing the buy pin on Luz's hat to trend in the United States. Absolutely incredible. P.S. Follow me on Twitter at AwestruckFox and the channel at Roundtable Vids. The promo features a somewhat in-motion look of Luz, Hunter, and Gus after the time skip, with Gus making the observation that,
"Cool, humans freak out just like us."
Now one could assume they're in Camilla and Luz's household, but the background doesn't really line up with anything we've seen of the house in Yesterday's Lie or the end of King's Tide. Plus the addition of the France flag, Luz being part French would genuinely be news to me, so I just think it's an indicator that this is a separate household. It's still a possibility this could be Luz's home, but just keep in mind the alternative that they could be in another character's home. Which would make sense, given that Gus's dialogue implies that they're interacting with a character who was previously unaware of the existence of witches and magic until that very moment. Taking a stab in the dark, I do think this could be one of V's human friends that she befriended in Yesterday's Lie. As I speculated in my last Owl House video, there's a chance the gang ends up turning to these friends for help once there's a solid plan in action. Taking a look at these new time skip designs in actual animation, Luz, emulating her beta design, now has two pins on her beanie, a buy pin and a purple all-seeing eye pin similar to the look of the Oracle Coven. I feel like this all-seeing eye pin is probably there to look cool more than anything, similar to the Flame on Anne shirt in Amphibia Season 3A. Since Luz is Afro-Latina and her hair has gotten noticeably longer, it now has a curl pattern forming, giving it a wavy look. And the scar she received in the mayhem of King's Tide is pretty prominent, and now Luz and I have matching scars, although mine is small and has faded tremendously, so pictures wouldn't do it justice. Hunter's new haircut really doesn't look that bad. I know a bulk of his fans were in mourning after the Season 3 poster dropped, but it did look a bit weird there, a lot less full. The way his hair stuck up made it look like you could pop bottles with it, but no, it's fine here. You can completely see what they were going for, and I think they succeeded. What I want to know, though, is why this man stole Arthur Reed's fit? I look at him, and I seriously cannot see anything but that damn aardvark. What a wonderful kind of day, hey Hunter? I'm still salty Gus doesn't have any noticeable changes outside of a new shirt, except I guess he has a slit in his fade, but it is worth noting that he's wearing some funky looking headphones. Real jet set radio energy, while Hunter is holding what looks like a modified cell phone. There really isn't much to work with, but I do think it'd be cool if these relatively older pieces of technology were upgraded by the combined efforts of Amity and Hunter. With Amity having a genius inventor of a father, and Hunter being a glorified ROTC kid, this would be a cool way to see them act as a team and smooth things over after their intense fight in the middle of Season 2. A part of me thinks these gizmos could be related to experiments with getting a working portal back to the Boiling Isles, or even an attempt to make contact with those in the demon realm, but a bigger part of me thinks it's just the witch kids taking an interest in Earth technology and having their own cell phones and accessories without having Camilla break the bank. Given the similarities between the cell phone and the headphones, there's a good chance they could be using them to communicate with one another during some sort of daring mission that could have them evade the likes of Jacob Hopkins or a recovering Emperor Pelos. Before we go, I do want to point out that the official synopsis for this first special reads, "After months of trying, Luz and her friends make a daring attempt to return to the demon realm." And considering Seasons 1 and 2 both took place over the summer, I have a feeling Season 3 might pick up around Halloween time. Appropriate, given that this is premiering in October. And again, as I said in my last video, it'd be cool to see Bellows react to Halloween culture and people just casually dressing up as witches. Who knows? If that already is the case, there could be a string of disappearances around the old Wittebane house that leads to some pretty dark implications of what Bellows is doing to humans who dress up like witches. So, the show may technically have a Halloween special, despite having enough spooky vibes and enough episodes to carry all 31 days of the month, but I like having that one episode that could play every holiday season. That one that just really gets you on the edge of your seat and fits right in during a marathon of other animated Halloween specials. I cannot wait to see what the team has done with this first special. Not much to cover this time around, but to generate the hype and appease the YouTube algorithm, I thought this was worth making, and y'all know I'm always down to clown in the theory game. We're only 2 weeks away from the New York Comic Con panel on Thursday, October 6th, which will likely have a sneak peek of the 3rd season, or at the very least, a preview of thanks to them. So expect a breakdown of whatever rolls out here on the channel. And as always, I want to know what you guys think of this brand new clip. Let's get the conversation going in the comments down below, or over on Twitter and Instagram at Roundtable Vids and at AllSharkVlogs. Be sure to check out Toon Drip for some Owl House inspired merch, and if you enjoyed this video, please remember to like and subscribe to the Roundtable for more great Owl House content. Thank you for watching, and I hope you have an awesome day. See ya!